Ren here, and today I'm going to be doing June's book haul. I asked on Twitter which video you wanted to see first, this was it. So without further ado, here are the books that I got in June. There's a big mix of books, and I'm going to start with the one that's been on my bookshelf since near the beginning of June that I've had a lot of questions about because it's pretty much on display and you can see it in most of my videos, and lots of people have been asking me what it was, and that is this. I love Disney. You know I love Disney. Disney is one of my favourite things. I live for Disney. I love Disney. And aside from Big Hero 6, which is my favourite Disney film of all time, nothing means more to me than that squishy marshmallow. My second favourite Disney film and my favourite Disney princess film is Tangled, and I love Rapunzel and I love the story and I just love everything to do with that fairy tale. So when Tangled came out, I fell in love with it. The lights, the lanterns, I just love it. When I met Rapunzel at Disneyland at Christmas, I was just crying into her wig for about 5 minutes, but we don't talk about that. Shopping with my sister-in-law and my nephew, and we saw these, and it's the special Disney limited movie collection storybook series, and I also bought my nephew the Lion King one, and the visuals in that are beautiful, but I bought myself this one because it tells the story, but all of the drawings are absolutely fantastic, and obviously you know which page I'm gonna find. Look at it! I just wish this was my wallpaper. I wish I could decorate my room and it would just look like this and that I would just be surrounded. It is beautiful. Tangled is beautiful, and as soon as I saw this book with all the things, I absolutely fell in love with it. But I actually got it from Sainsbury's, which I wasn't expecting to see it in, and they were only £3.99, and I thought that was amazing. And there's loads more. There's Beauty and the Beast, and I'm thinking about going back and getting some more, but I wanted to get this one because it was my favourite and I wanted to make sure that I definitely had it before they sold out. Then this month I also got a Luminous, because I was watching lots and lots of book hauls, and quite a lot of people that went to BYEEEE got the second one of this, Gemina, as a proof copy, and they've got that to read, and that should come out later on this year. And I hadn't ever heard of this book, and then it was a sign because 2 days after watching all of these videos I went into work and started putting books out, because usually I work in the teen section, and this was one of the books that had been ordered in to be in our shop. And I just thought it was a sign, and I thought I have to check this book out, see if I like it, and then I can get it. It's set in the year 2575, so way in the future, and it's these two big organisations fighting against each other to own this tiny little planet, but there are also people living on the planet. And it's the story of Ezra and Katie. Is it Katie? Katie? Mean Girls has always thrown that off for me. And they have to make their escape, and then there's this deadly plague that breaks out, and it's them trying to stay alive and survive and get off this place and keep themselves safe. So I've heard lots of good things about it. It sounded really, really cool. I've been reading quite a lot of sci-fi things recently, and I find myself enjoying it a lot more than I used to, because it was definitely something that I never used to read. Recently I've been really enjoying them, so I'm very, very much looking forward to reading this. Apparently it's amazing, so I can't wait to start it. And then I got Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. Did I say that right? Probably not. I watched a YouTube video from a booktuber called Emma Books, and she was talking about this book, and it was something that I'd seen lots of people speaking about but never really spoke about what it was about. But in her video it really intrigued me, and I thought I would go and check it out. It's about a guy called Kaz, and he's a criminal prodigy kind of person, and he gets offered wealth, and it says wealth beyond his wildest dreams, but he has to do this mission and break into this court, which is a really, really, really hard place to break in. It really can't be infiltrated, and retrieve one of the hostages from this court, and then he can have the wealth, and then he can claim his reward. And it's, can he do that? Who knows? It sounds really, really cool, and I'm very much looking forward to starting it. I've heard nothing but good things about it, so I really hope that I'm gonna like it. Then this month I got The Many Worlds of L.B. Bright by Christopher Edge. At the start of this month I made a video for Witchwood Festival. I went with Waterstones, which is where I work. I haven't stopped talking about it, you've probably seen. I filmed some videos with them in collaboration with them, and I filmed the festival, and one of the lovely authors that I got to meet while I was there was Christopher Edge, and this was his book, and it's honestly such an amazing book, and he signed it for me, which was so lovely of him as well. And this book is about a boy called Albie, which it says obviously in the title. His mum dies. His mum was a scientist, his dad is a scientist, and he wants to know where she's gone and why, and this isn't fair, and he's asking all these questions. So he gets a box, a laptop, and a rotting banana, and sends himself through time and space so that he can figure out where she's gone and where she is, and can he find her and bring her back. things don't always go to plan and he doesn't necessarily get what he's looking for, but he gets lots of questions answered and realizes lots of things, and it's one of those books that really makes you think about things in a really good way. Then this month I also got these beautiful covers of the Mortal Instruments series because, you know, I needed more copies of the same books I've already got twice. These copies are gorgeous. They're the only covers that I didn't have. I saw them while I was in work one day and I didn't even realise that my store had them, and then I freaked out. Unfortunately though, my store only had City of Bones, City of Fallen Angels and City of Lost Souls, so I have City of Glass, City of Ashes and City of Heavenly Fire on order, but because they're specific ISBNs and they have to be ordered in and stuff, they're taking a while. So I only got these 3 in June, but hopefully in July I should get the other 3 ordered in and sent to me, which I'm very, 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 very excited about, because then they can go on my bookshelf and look all pretty and complete, and I can't wait because these covers are absolutely gorgeous. If you don't know what the Mortal Instruments is about, I made an entire video called Shadowhunters 101, which you can go and check out. Then I got The Uncommoners, The Crooked Sixpence, which is one of Waterstone's book of the month. So I went into work one day, I was working in the children/teen section, and I saw it on this table and I really liked the cover. I thought it looked really cool, it was really intriguing, so I picked it up and I definitely wanted to read it. It sounded really, really, really good. And this isn't sponsored by Waterstones, by the way. Whenever I talk about Waterstones books, it's literally just because I work there, so I see all of the books in the store and want them all. That's literally all this is. I would tell you if I'd been paid or asked or requested to mention something, and I promise that with these I haven't. I just really, really like them. It's about 2 siblings, Ivy and Seb Sparrow, who see this feather write an ominous message on their grandma's wall. They get sent to this other world of Londonor, and it's got all of these amazing powers and magic, but they end up discovering some family secrets that they didn't know about, and it's uncovering all of that and experiencing all of these things, and it sounded really, really cool. I'm so excited to read it. I think it's going to be amazing. I've had so many people come in and tell me that they read it and they loved it, so I am so looking forward to starting it. Then this month, which you may have seen on Instagram because I Instagrammed it because I'm really lame and I love it, I got the Alexander Hamilton biography, which is written by Ron Chernow. I went to London the other day and went into Waterstones Piccadilly because that is how London works. If you like books, then you go into Waterstones Piccadilly because it's amazing. And they had it. I saw it on the table and I thought, I can't leave this. I've not seen it in any other Waterstones local to me. Like, London's the only one. So I just thought, I gotta get it. I gotta get it. So finally got it. I've a couple of chapters in, but this is going to be a book that I read alongside the fiction books that I'm reading, because I can't multi-read fiction books. Like, I couldn't read 2 different fictional stories in one go because I'd get really confused. But I find that I can read a non-fiction and a fiction, so this is going to be the non-fiction that I read because it is like 800 pages long, so I don't think it'll be something I'll sit and read all in one go because it is pretty dense, but it is very interesting. For those of you that aren't in on the whole it's Hamilton thing, there's now a musical called Hamilton, which is only showing on Broadway in New York at the moment, but it's going to Chicago and also coming to London next year, and I'm so excited. The music and all of the songs and stuff, and the play was written by Lin-Manuel Miranda, whose brain is amazing. He is a creative genius and I just think he's incredible. This is the biography that Lin-Manuel Miranda read that inspired him to write it, and that he discovered about Hamilton. And Hamilton was one of the American founding fathers, and he was George Washington's Secretary of the Treasury, invented the New York Post and the US financial system and the US Mint. He wrote like 50 odd pages out of the 80 Federalist Papers. He did some amazing things for America, and he's one of the founding fathers that really does get forgotten about. Lin-Manuel Miranda told his story in this musical, and this biography tells his story as well, and his wife was fantastic, and he did lots of amazing things, and she did lots of amazing things. She opened the first private orphanage. Some things he did that weren't so great, and lots of people have mixed opinions on him, and lots of people back then had mixed opinions on him, but he did a lot of good things as well, and lots of things that were very revolutionary. So I love hearing about him and his story and his life, and I think that he was a very, very smart and very interesting man. So I got the biography to learn some more about it. And I also got Me Before You by Jojo Moyes, and when I first heard about this book, I used to read that as Moyles. I don't know why. Actual fact of the day. My mum has read this book and she said it's really good, and I've heard lots of people on BookTube say that it's really good as well. Lots of my friends have read it and said that it's really good, and lots of people have come into work and they want the sequel, which is actually out like tomorrow in paperback, I think. I know that there's lots of negative opinions on it and lots of negative thoughts on it, and I understand those, but I haven't read the book, so I can't have an opinion. I cannot have my opinion on it. I know what it's about, but I haven't read it. I don't know how it's portrayed. I don't know anything about it, so without having an opinion, I can't make an opinion because I don't know what the book sort of is and does, kind of thing. So I'm gonna read it before I make an opinion, so this isn't me agreeing with it and this isn't me disagreeing with it. I don't know, and I wanted to read it to be informed. I wanted to read it and understand that. I also got The Girls by Emma Cline. This is a new crime novel, and it doesn't look like a crime novel, and I know we shouldn't judge books by their cover, but let's be honest, we all do it. This book is about a girl called Evie Boyd, and it's set in the summer of '69. I love that song. She just wants to be noticed. She wants to have some friends. She wants to do lots of good things, and she wants to be noticed. And then she notices the girls. Lots of things unfold and lots of different things happen, and apparently it's fantastic. All the reviews I've seen of it are incredible. Everyone's saying you should read it. It's very, very, very highly recommended by lots of different people, and I really want to check it out because it really does just look like a summery fun book when actually it's got that crime. It's considered a crime novel, and it's got those kind of thrillery twists to it, so I'm hoping that it'll be really good, and I'm really looking forward to reading it. Also this month, Titan Books sent me some books, so I thought I would share those with you as well. They sent me In Ashes Lie by Marie Brennan, which is actually the sequel to Midnight Never Come. This is the Oinks Court series. It's set in old England, not ancient England. What am I talking about? Shut up. This is set under the reign of Elizabeth I, but beneath London there's also the Fae Courts and the Fae world. I love Fae. I never did. I never ever used to like Fae worlds. And then I read A Court of Thorns and Roses and I love it. I want all of the Fae books. I just want to read all about Fae. So I am so excited to read these books. This book, the second book which Titan Books have sent to me, is set in 1666 and still in London. The King and Parliament are fighting against each other and trying to figure out who's going to be in power, but also the Fae have their own enemies and their own wars and battles to worry about. I love things that are set in the past. Like, I love The Infernal Devices, which is the 1800s. This is the 1600s, and I'm so excited to read this series. I think I'm going to read it after I finish Throne of Glass. Then they also sent me Duskfall by Christopher Hertzberg, which is about a man called Nock gets pulled from the sea very close to death, and he doesn't know who he is, where he's come from, what he's doing. And we also meet Winter, who is a Tillian woman, and her people have been oppressed by humans for a really long time, and on the same day she married and then was abandoned by Nott, and she's trying to find him. Basically, it's set in a world where people believe that magic and demons no longer exist and they're gone and they don't have to worry about them, but they do, and dark powers are still around. Lots of people have been saying that it's really good. I'm very much looking forward to reading it. One that I was really excited about. This was one that I actually got an email about before they sent it to me and said, would you like to read this and talk about it because I think you might like it? And I was like, yeah I will. I freaking love it. And that is Red's Untold Tale, and it's the story from Once Upon a Time of the character Red and her story before Once Upon a Time started and her life, and oh my god, I love Once Upon a Time. It's one of my favourite shows. I'm on season 3 now because I joined the watching game a bit late. I started watching it about a month ago now, so I joined the game a bit late, but I absolutely love it. It is exactly right up my street. I love that kind of thing. So when I found out about this, I freaked out a little bit, got really excited, squealed, and I was like, yes, send me the book, please, I really want to read it. This is one that I'll definitely be reading so soon. I'm so excited to start it. I love Red. She's one of my favourite characters from Once Upon a Time. Then also this month I got a lovely email from a author called David Lamour, and he asked me if I would be interested in reading and reviewing a copy of his book, which is called Fallen Angel. It's a young adult book set in the modern day high school, and it's about a high school senior who has to move from New York City to rural Montana after her parents die unexpectedly, and she gets thrown into the world of angels and demons, and it's how all of that goes down and how she experiences that, and it just sounded so cool. I said yes, I would like to, and I got sent a PDF copy which I'm going to be reading very soon and then doing a review of, and I'm very much looking forward to reading it. And then finally on my Kindle I got Zenith by Sasha Ellsberg and Lindsay Cummings. Sasha is a booktuber, she goes by the name of Book Utopia on the YouTubes, and Lindsay is a multi-genre author, and as soon as I heard the premise of this book I just knew I had to pre-order it, so I pre-ordered it, and then the other day it went on my Kindle at midnight. Very excited. It's the first book in the Andromeda series. It's about a girl called Andromeda, and she's basically space pirates. Her and her crew end up being caught, and lots of stuff goes down. War is imminent. It was amazing. It was honestly a really good sci-fi book. My next video is going to be a full review of it, and honestly I thought it was really good, so you should go and check that one out. So yes, those are the books that I got in June. Let me know the books that you got this month. Were any of these the same? What other books did you get? Send me recommendations down below. If you are new here, I make bookish videos a couple of times a week, so if you would like to stick around and hang out with us, then you can do that. And as usual, all of my links will be in the description if you want to come hang out with me on other social medias. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you're doing really well, and I will see you next time. Goodbye! Now it's time to do the thing where I balance all the books and I always drop them and break them. Yeah! Can I do it?